guys, this is OddOneGaming and this is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today what I want to talk about is one of my, I think most of you already know that my favorite legendary is Tomb Lord, and I just wanted to showcase another extraordinary place that I found for him and what he can actually do. And the thing that I'm talking about is one of the hardest things, I guess, that to complete in the game, like when you start doing it, that can actually be made easy by having Tomb Lord. And that one is completing stage 12-7 of the Nightmare campaign with using only 2 champions. We all know that the reason why this one is so hard is because of the RNG of the peril procs from the boss that we get when we get to that part. So I thought about this before and I haven't tested it myself like too much, and then I was like, okay, let me just actually test it because I think he can do it. So the team that I'm taking in there is basically just Tomb Lord and Seal of the Drakes for the revives and heals. So let me just play this one through for you and show you how it goes. I'm gonna pass it. We're gonna do it a bit of manual, but at start we leave it on auto because this one actually works pretty fine on auto. Just, you know, because you only need to do it once, you would manual it and maybe stop and save certain skills along the way. Like I think I've done this 1, 2, 3 times already and it went pretty well, so no worries there. Like now I would take it on manual and just do A1s, obviously to try and come back to our abilities, have them ready for the next wave, just to make sure we're in a safe place. Now I'll put it back on auto and I would focus this one because he can block revive. You don't know what skills he would do, but my champions are pretty tanky and, you know, I think they will be fine, but still I don't want to take a chance. Like you see, my champions get low, but because I have him in a regen and my Seal heals, I'm pretty confident I can do it. Now I'm gonna take it down again. We're gonna auto it, want to save the skills, and the most important thing that we actually need is we need to make sure that Tomb Lord has his A2 ready when we get back to the boss part. The reason why is his A2 does not have to hit the boss itself. This one says like this: attacks one enemy, it's booked now, so it has a 100% chance of placing 4 poisons of 5% on all of the enemies. So because it's fully booked, it's 100%, it's on a 3-turn cooldown, it places 4 poisons. So we're gonna see when we get to the boss part how important that actually is and how well it works. So let's finish this one off and we get here. So first thing that I do is straight up do the A2, attack the one on the right or the one on the left, doesn't matter. Boom, as you see, everybody gets poisons. Now, why is this so good is basically because these poisons cannot proc his passive. It has to be hit. So the passive to unlock peril cannot be procced by the poisons. It can only be procced by actual hits. So we just do stuff on the side. You also put decrease attack and decrease defense with him to lower their attack, so you can actually survive. See, so we don't take that big damage. You put the decreased speed on them. You don't attack the Mortu. Just attack the side adds, don't stun, don't nothing. Come back to the A2, boom, more poisons again. See, we're still doing fine, we're still doing okay. We're just waiting for the Mortu, see, lose more damage. Keep doing the A1s in here, keep doing fine. Boom, just waiting for the Mortu to get another turn, so he drops, more poisons actually. Waiting for him to get a turn. Okay, let's see, A1, no peril. Okay, this was unlucky, but still, it's fine. You saw, we got it killed. So you can even do it without, let's say, maybe don't get a relentless on Cell, for example, and just wait out so he does the turn. The trick with this is getting both of your champs really tanky and no actual hits. So just tanky, you don't care about the hits. Let me show you the builds. They might be like, the gear might be a little bit intensive because it's like they're in my endgame build. However, you do not require to have endgame builds. The damage itself on the waves and on the boss part, I guess, comes specifically from the poisons. It comes from the poisons over here. Those 4 poisons can do a lot of damage. So you just need to survive and to be able to take a little bit of the hits and then just let the poisons do the damage. Like my Tomb Lord is built in my solo is built so that he can solo the Scarab on the first rotation. He can do some work on the Dragon as well. These are his stats, like his decent speed, like as you can see, it's not insane damage. I even have lots of resist and accuracy. Like these two things, like the resist doesn't matter, accuracy can be like really low. I think it's like 100, 150 or 200 maximum, which can be easily met. And every other stat that's extra here, I can just stack more into HP and defense so he can survive and just does the poison. Doesn't need to be as fast, he's the main one, he just needs to survive and do his poisons. You need obviously the accuracy and you need 100% crit rate, because if he doesn't crit, he only puts 2 poisons. And then instead of the drakes, I have a relentless, immortal, like, yes, I have an endgame gear, but like 5k defense, lots of HP and lots of accuracy. But again, like I said, you don't care about having all the crazy stats, you just care about having her resist. You wouldn't even care actually about having any accuracy on her to land stuff. You just care about her to be decently fast, to survive, and to heal up and revive Tomb Lord in case he gets killed on the waves. So I found that this team was pretty interesting. Oh yeah, let me show you the masteries as well. So these are the masteries that I have on my Tomb Lord. I have with the Giant Slayer and the support tree. Like I said, these are the masteries that I use specifically for the other content that he does, which is specifically for my Scarab King, and also works for Faction Wars and all that. You don't necessarily have to take Giant Slayer, because like I said, you care about the damage done by the poisons. You can take Oppressor if you already have him built in your, I don't know, you maybe try to make him to do Dragon 20 solo, because let's say by the time you get to like Dragon 25, I'm quite sure you have good enough gear, better enough gear to do it with 2 other champions. But this one can be really easily done. So honestly, the only key thing for this one is Tomb Lord. So that's why I guess I call this a showcase at the end of the day, and maybe not necessarily a guide. I mean, it is a guide if you have Tomb Lord, but showcase, I guess, for like, you know, you need to have a Tomb Lord in order to do this. So I will not be rambling anymore. I just wanted to show this one as I found it was something really interesting. So I hope it helps. Like maybe there's some of you out there that have Tomb Lord and have already have Seal as well, and have not completed a Nightmare campaign. And you're thinking like, okay, I need to try and do it with the Paragon cheese as people usually do it, but why do that? If you have a Tomb Lord, you can easily do it. It works on the first try, you don't have to RNG it, and it should be all easy for you. Anyway guys, I will let you off for today. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your time with like your family, with everyone, because like I'm a bit all over the place now, you know. I'm thinking about the whole situation that's happening now with Ukraine. It's obviously affects all of us. So like I'm sending my thoughts, my prayers, and all my good wishes to people from Plarium, and not just them, like every person in Ukraine that goes through these times. It's scary, it's hard, and I hope all is going to be well, and I wish everybody the best. Peace, love you all, and take care. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.